Dilations. So this is the beginning of a new unit. So here is some helpful vocabulary. A dilation is a transformation that produces an image that is the same shape but different size. So it can be either bigger or smaller. Next we have an enlargement, which is a dilation that creates a larger image. So it takes something that is a normal size and makes it bigger. And then we have a reduction, which takes something that is a dilation that creates a smaller image. I should say smaller right there. Smaller image. So it takes an image and makes it smaller. Okay, so if you need to pause the video to write those down, go ahead and do that. But we'll go on. Okay, a scale factor is a number which scales or multiplies a quantity known as a ratio. Usually this is associated with the letter K. So if K is larger than 1, we have an enlargement. If K, your scale factor, is less than 1, then we have a reduction. Okay, and then the center of dilation, we're not going to worry about that right now. So you can just kind of skip that part. But scale factor, if it's bigger than 1, it's an enlargement. If it's smaller than 1, it's a reduction. So some examples state whether the following dilations are a reduction or an enlargement based on their scale factor. So if we take a look at the K, this equals 3, which is greater than 1. Therefore, this would be an enlargement. Okay. K equals 3/2, that's bigger than 1, so once again we have an enlargement, so on and so forth. Okay, and then K equals 1/3, that's smaller than 1, which means it is a reduction. And if K is 0.67, that also is a reduction, because that is smaller than 1. Alright. So let's go on to these examples. We want to determine whether the dilation is a reduction or an enlargement, then find the scale factor. Alright, so here our original image is the orange, and we're dilating it into the blue. Alright, so if we're going from this orange to a blue, is it getting bigger or smaller? That is, of course, getting bigger, so this is an enlargement. Okay, now we have to find the scale factor. Before it was given it to us, now we actually have to find it. The way we find it is you're going to take your new image, a value from your new image, and you're going to put it over a value from your old image, or the original image. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose a coordinate. It's got to be the same coordinate from each image. So if we're looking at the new image, which is my blue, let's just go ahead and take a look at this, the top right vertex. And there it looks like the ordered pair would be 4, 4. Okay, now if we take a look at the old image, we still have to use B, the top right one, which is right here. The ordered pair for that one is 1, 1. Okay, and just for consistency's sake, we're just going to look at the x values. So here my x value of the new is 4, and my x value of the old is 1, and there is my scale factor. So in this case, 4 over 1 is 4. Or in other words, we took this orange rectangle and we made it 4 times bigger and turned it into the blue rectangle. Okay? Alright, so let's do that again with this over here. So going from green to purple. So then this time my green is the new image, or the old image, sorry, the original, and it turns into the purple. So it's getting smaller, which is a reduction. Okay, so let's go ahead and find the scale factor again. Let's go ahead and choose, let's just choose the bottom right point this time. So we're choosing the S. And the S, the coordinate is 8, 0. And so the bottom right of my, well, let me write that a little better. the 8, 0 is on the green, which was my original image, right? So that's going to be on the bottom. And then the new image, which was the purple, we use the bottom right corner, is 2, 0. Okay, so let's go ahead and just use the x values, and we get 2 over 4, which equals 2 over 8, sorry. So we got the 2 from here, and the 8 from here. And 2/8 is the same as 1/4. So my scale factor here would be k equals 1/4. Or in other words, it's 4 times smaller when I do it on that. Okay, so let's now make a new image. So just to make this video not as long, I'm just going to take a look at this one right here. So we're going to use the scale factor of k equals 2, and we're going to draw the shape after the dilation. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at each vertex, and we're going to make the new vertex for the new image. So right here we have vertex A, and that coordinate is -1, -1. Okay, so what we're going to do to get to the new point, we're going to call this A prime, the new point. All we're going to do is we're going to take this coordinate and we're going to multiply it by the scale factor, and the scale factor is 2. So -1 times 2 is -2, and -1 times 2 is -2. Okay, we're going to do that with all 4 of my vertices. So here, this vertex is right 1, down 1. So we're going to take 1, -1, and to find the new, we're going to times it by the scale factor, which is 2. So 1 times 2 is 2, -1 times 2 is -2. There is my new vertex. Okay, let's do it with C. C is right 1, down 4, so 1. This will look better, sorry. So C is 1, -4. C prime, we just times them by 2, and we get 2, -8. And then D is -1, -4. So D prime, to get the new shape, times these by 2, and we get -2, -8. Now, if this scale factor was anything else, like if it was a 1/4 or a 3/4, we would just take all these numbers and we would just multiply it by whatever your k is to get to our new coordinates. So let's draw these. So for A, we go -2, -2. For B, we get 2, -2. C is 2, -8. D is -2, -8. And there is our image, double the size. Okay? Alright. Let's look at this last slide. Okay, it says point T is the vertex of a triangle, and point M is the image of T after the dilation. Or in other words, T is the original, or the old shape, and M is the image, or the new shape. Okay, and remember, to find the scale factor, we're just going to take a point of the new and put it over the point of the old. And let's just use our x values again to be consistent. So my x value in this first one is the 2. My x value of the old image is 1, and 2 divided by 1 is 2. Okay, so once again, we're going to do new over old. The new image is right here. The x value is 2. The old image is right here. X value is 4. And 2/4 is 1/2. So that would be my scale factor. Okay, and then here, -15 is the new. -3 was the old. -15 divided by -3 is 5 over 1. So the scale factor for this one was 5. Okay, and that's how you are going to work on those. If you have any questions, let me know, and we will see you on the next video.